MotorWeek is made possible by Rock Auto and Tire Rack.
What was the Infiniti JX is now the QX60. And since a lot more than a name change has taken place since we last drove what has long been one of our favorite luxury three-row crossovers, we decided to check back in to see if all those changes make us like the QX60 more or less. No matter what name it goes by, since it arrived in 2013, the QX60 and its predecessors have been one of Infiniti's best-selling models. But continued success is in no way a given, and Infiniti is taking steps to keep the QX60 trending. 2016 saw a retuned chassis that included new shocks and springs in an attempt to take some of the float out of the ride and make it a little more responsive in corners. Steering was also updated with more feedback and quicker response. The results are noticeable and quite nice. It doesn't feel like a completely new vehicle, just a better version of a vehicle that we liked very much to begin with. Still at the track, we found plenty of body roll, as well as a stability system that was very eager to chime in at the first hint of loss of grip. It still feels big and wide compared to many luxury crossovers, very similar to the Honda Pilot. And indeed, it looks more imposing now as well, with a redesigned double-arch grille and new lighting up front. Interior revisions for 16 were relatively minor, with just some updated connectivity and added safety features, including forward emergency braking. All of that was followed by even bigger updates for 17, a more powerful engine, along with a new 8-inch in-touch information display screen in the gauges and bigger screens for rear entertainment. Along with many other parts, direct injection is added to the 3.5-liter V6 with a 30 horsepower gain to 295. Torque is up 22 pound-feet to 270. So of course, we hit the track to see if the added performance results in a faster QX, and indeed it does. Our 17 got to 60 over a half a second quicker than the 16 at 7.4 seconds. Power comes on strong as RPMs build, and our quarter-mile time was also half a second faster at 15.7 seconds at 92 miles per hour. The CVT does an admirable job of acting like a real automatic by stepping through simulated gears, eliminating the usual constant drone of typical CVTs. Things inside remain incredibly comfortable, roomy, yes, luxurious, yet practical as well. The layout may be getting a little long in the tooth, but there's no argument it remains one of the most functional setups out there. Front seats are simply terrific, and we like the fact that no matter how high you option up the QX, you can still get a second-row bench and aren't forced to upgrade to captain's chairs. And that sliding second row still allows for great access to the third row, though space once seated is not as plentiful as some rivals. Cargo room is quite good though, with 15.8 cubic feet of space behind the third row, 40.8 behind the second row, and 76.5 with all seats folded. Even with the increase in power, all-wheel drive government fuel economy ratings stay the same at 19 city, 26 highway, and 22 combined. Yet we saw our average climb from 24.3 miles per gallon of premium in 16 to 25.1 in 17. The energy impact score is an average one at 15 barrels of oil used yearly with 6.8 tons of CO2 emissions. QX60 pricing is equally a bargain and relatively simple. $45,895 if you want all-wheel drive, $44,095 if you don't. Then add option packages from there. Though it's been around for quite a while now, thanks to seemingly constant updates, the 2017 Infiniti QX60 remains a favorite of ours despite a huge influx of luxury three-row crossovers since it first arrived. Proof that refining a winning formula is always easier than starting from scratch.